Daith da, Eubinagan. Welcome to podcast number 87. So we're back on course. Sorry I chucked that extra one in last week, but I was iffing and amming really about doing me poem. And then I thought, I'd just do it, hang to it. So did that little one last week. So you had two podcasts last week and I had some lovely comments about the poem, which was brilliant. The sun is shining, it's been handsome today. And I'm getting better. I have been a bit rough, to be honest. Started last week, I had this random, real bad pain in my teeth, but it was moving around. And it was the pain like when you get sensitive teeth if you have a cold ice cream or something. And then come the weekend, it seemed to be going a bit, so I thought that was good. Then the next day, it had gone back to me jaw. And I tell you what, I couldn't open my mouth hardly at all to eat. I'd had to slide in little bits of food. And then the side of my neck swelled up. And then this week, the front of my neck. I tell you what, it looked like I was growing a goiter. Or I was like one of they frogs you see where it all kind of blows up. Well, that was what was happening to me. So I did ring the doctor and he managed to get me in. He had a gag at it and he just thought it was a virus and it was working its way through. And I must admit, dinner time today, which I didn't have dinner till 3:00 because we've had a manic day today. But dinner time today was the first time I could open my mouth a little bit wider without being in agony. So at least I am heading in the right direction. So like I said, we've had a busy week this week and even a couple of days had been a bit manic. And if you looked at me, obviously I looked like an elegant swan. But I tell you what, underneath my little legs have been paddling like hell. So, it's been a busy few days. And, of course, if we're busy at work, it makes it harder to do the podcast. And I did manage to get out to Polzeath on Wednesday and record my podcast for this week. But then 'tis editing it. And I did a bit yesterday evening and I was still under pressure and I set my alarm this morning. So I got up an hour early this morning just to finish the editing for this week. And I'm sure you'll love it. 'Tis a dear old friend of mine. I've known him forever, Martin Taylor. And Martin had just got one of they voices you could just listen to for hours, which I did, which I've done many times before. I always remember Martin giving a eulogy once. And giving a eulogy is a very difficult thing to do because you've got only a short space of time and you've got to get all that info about that person's life into those few minutes. And then how long do we talk? I always listen. I make sure I listen to every eulogy that we have at funerals because I just love listening to hear people's stories. And sometimes you come away a bit disappointed because you think, they could have spoke a bit longer. And other times people do go on a bit too long and you see other mourners, they're starting to fidget in their seats and everything. Well, I remember Martin, he gave this eulogy at Rock Methodist Church. And 'tis a few years ago now. I can't remember whose funeral it was. And he was talking for quite a long time. But you didn't want it to end. It was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And I was stood there at the back and I can remember he was, I would say about 2/3, 3/4 of the way through. And he looked up, he saw me at the back and he said, "David, did I ought to stop now or no?" And I said, "Martin, you carry on. You got plenty of time." Because we was lucky. It was a burial afterwards. So we had no worries about getting to the crematorium on time. And he carried on and it was a fantastic eulogy. So I'm thinking you'll hopefully like the next coming weeks with Martin. Born just half a mile outside Polzeath. Lived there all his life. You've seen some changes in Polzeath and I've learnt quite a few things which you'll hear over the next couple of weeks or so about how it have changed. So I think what I'll do, I'll hand over to Martin now and then I'll speak to you directly and do me Cornish little bits like I do. So here it is. Get on, Martin. How be knocking?
Fair to middling, I think. That's the answer to that one.
Oh, dear me.
Fair to middling. Yeah.
Well, thank you for meeting up with me today. So, you from a local family out Polzeath way and that, isn't he?
Been here a little while.
Yeah.
Not forever, one. Back in 1900, that father come out from Newland East. Nothing bad ever come out of Newland East, mine. No.
No.
No, I think he must have been 10 at the time, I suppose.
Right.
Or maybe only 2. I'll have to go up and look on the gravestone. Horse and cart. I don't know whether they went straight to Portkillock or whether it was over Treevara. I got a feeling it was Treevara, and Father rented some ground over Triswick. Grandfather was a carpenter, and the business down Polzeath, I think, had a building business, 3 brothers, and they disbanded when they got to, I don't think it was retirement age, but they went their separate ways, I believe, and one of the Polzeath chapel, Methodist chapel, I think, Grandpa Taylor built. He also built a little wardrobe out of offcuts, and when I went down there to a funeral, I recognised the wood. Like,
God.
I imagine it was offcuts, but it wasn't a very big wardrobe.
No.
I couldn't bury anybody, No. Well, you could, I suppose. I farmed at Portkillock, about 100 acres, and aunties ran it because Father, he was about to get married eventually after he met Mother.
Yeah.
And when Grandpa died, the girls had the farm and Father had the money.
Well,
I don't think there's much more than £200, but he built the bungalow. There we got started, and he worked for aunties. Sometimes it worked, I think, and sometimes it might not have been quite, but it happened anyway.
Yeah. What was Mother's maiden name?
Ocken family, yeah. From Treefreeze. And before Mother got married, Mabley from Treglin. I know that, Granny Ocken, that's right. Mother's mother got friendly with Gil Ocken, Treefreeze.
Right.
Yeah, so on each end of Kira Lane, like, But Gil volunteered for the in 1899 for the Boer War. My grandfather on Mother's side went off to South Africa. It took about 6 weeks, I think, by boat. For Taylor going up from Polzeath about the same time. I don't know who made the biggest journey, really, in the kind of... Grandpa Ocken come back to Treefreeze. He thought he was only going for a tilling time he went off.
Right.
And he was thinking they'd be back by harvest time.
Right.
Well, harvest time came. The next tilling time came, and harvest time before he did come home. Yeah, it was a good little while. Grandpa come up from down Polzeath and new life completely, like,
Yeah. Who was the oldest out of you and your siblings then?
My brother was the oldest.
Yeah.
And about 9 years older than me, and in the middle was my sister Margaret. Brother's gone on.
Brother was John, wasn't it?
John,
that's right, yeah.
Died at 61.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Father died at 64. And when I tried to get life insurance, they weren't very happy with him, but I say Mother lived to a fairish age. Sister's still alive, and as myself, she's over 80, and so am I.
And you was born at Portkillock, was he?
In the bungalow up the top of the lane.
At the lane, yeah. And then in later years, did Brother farm?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Aunties, my dear aunties, the 3 Miss Taylors.
Yeah.
As they were known.
Oh, get away.
Oh, yeah. Well, lots of people, when Father went to war, I think only 9 out of the 39 in his platoon came back. So there wasn't so many men to go around. But anyway, dear aunties didn't have any husbands or children.
No,
so the farm come back in Father's family. So Brother had a farm, and the caravan site was Father started in 1945. He told Mother that the caravan site was his baby. But by about 1955, Mother said, your baby got too big for it, because it was taken, different tendon to peoples against pigs and
Yeah.
poultry and that. They can be a bit more demanding.
Yeah.
But I've grown up with it, so
Yeah.
I like to think that I got the hang of it, but it still takes you all your time.
Yeah.
Be cheerful when you ain't really feeling like it.
So where was your school to? And was that
Oh,
traditional?
yeah, eventually.
Right.
I remember the first day, went down to Rose Farlock to my auntie's in Polzeath, across the road to Mr. Cooch of Philip Cooch.
Yeah.
I've heard people call him Gaga. I don't know really what his name was. Old Mr. Cooch, he lived to 105, I think.
Blimey.
Anyway, he had a son by second marriage, Robert. And Robert and I would walk up Westray Road and call for the Dockery girls.
Right.
I think there was 2 or 3. And then we'd all walk on out to New Polzeath to the school that was started for evacuees. And,
Right.
there was 2 classes, one downstairs and one upstairs. And just the 2 classes. And I think there were probably about 15 or 16 or 7, both downstairs and upstairs.
So where was that building to at New Polzeath then?
Yeah, about 3 houses right hand side of, if you were standing with your back to the sea,
Yeah.
right hand side of the Atlantic Hotel, about 3 or 4 houses to the right.
Well, I never.
Yeah.
God, I never knew that.
Oh, yeah. You must have seen the playground at New Polzeath for the school.
I don't know.
Beach.
Oh. What a brilliant playground, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you went down there, did he, in like playtime? God, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We had to get reading, writing, and arithmetic all done and out of the way. And if you didn't get it done, you had to carry on.
I see.
But if you got it all done, that was it by dinner time.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, it was Miss Outie, I think, was the teacher upstairs, and I can't think what the lady that told us was called now.
And how long did you stay there for then?
Well, 10 years old, 5 years went. Then we closed when I was 10 and
Right.
went to Drizzy.
Yeah.
And I had my sister's bike and cycled there. Although I know my brother took me in if it was for some reason or other, I'd go over in the box of the motorbike cycle.
Yeah.
Delivering gas on the caravan site.
God.
Brother used to delight in lifting the cycle, going around corners.
Who was your schoolmates? And
Oh, right. Well, that's good, isn't it? Richard Harris,
oh yeah.
Jeffrey Alton. So Richard was the brother of Terry Harris and
Oh yes.
Lionel Harris and the girls. And Jeffrey Alton up I think he's in Scotland now. I think he's sold the farm up at St. Member.
Yeah.
And with Guy Old, I think Guy bought a farm up in Scotland,
Yes,
so they went up
that rings a bell.
to Scotland. And I know that dear Jeff used to like his shooting and that, and I think he got more acreage in Scotland.
Right.
And Bronco Lane.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do know.
Several of us, with hooligans, I suppose, really. We went up St. Member in the Institute. We played on the billiard table. And then somebody would nip in Weybridge on motorbike and pick up fish and chips and Vimto and bring it all back.
When you left school then, work-wise, where did you go? Here or on the farm?
Yeah, good question, that. Of course, I caught up with Weybridge School before. I had 1 year at
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Weybridge, yeah.
I see, yeah.
Wednesdays, we used to, all of Wednesday we went from Drizzy by bus into Weybridge, not Weybridge School, this one, to learn carpentry.
Right.
Yeah, we'd go along. Cool. This is Welsh at a shop just before the opposite your place.
Yeah.
Well, we used to go down the stairs there, and there was a big room down there where we had lathe and wood, proper carpentry.
Yeah.
Schooling shop. When Bronco had his last day, we put all the tools away, and he put on the mallets away in the rack, and he stuck them all together with cascamite. That was a nice glue. And Oh, I don't think it was his last day. It was the last day of term. When he come back, he had to answer for...
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I think he had the job of sewing them all apart.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know whether he was told off or no. Oh, and there was Albert Watts, Bertie Watts. But of course, there's other people who's older, like Guy Old. Oh, did I mention Butch? Cool. Yeah, he was my real mate out New Polzeath. Yeah. I'd have put on a better shirt if I thought I was going to do this. Yeah.
So you said you went Wadebridge for a year?
Oh, yeah, that was good. With Lawrence Ogan.
Yeah.
He had a month or two there. Bonzo. Yeah, Justin, not my dear Libby's first husband, was a friend at New Polzeath. And he had a year there, and then he went off to sea. Anyway, when dear Justin was on honeymoon, he introduced Libby to me outside the chapel when they was in Polzeath, and who would have thought after dear Justin died, and I went to the funeral, obviously. And we looked after each other a bit, and we was like a girl next door for a few years until we got to need each other a bit more. And, then we got married last September. She had pancreatic cancer, and I knew she wanted to get married, and people asked me, why didn't you get married before? I said I wasn't ready. But anyway, we outside the hospital, and I said, well, will you marry me, Libby, you see? And so I don't think it made up for the cancer, but we did get on with it, and had a lovely 3 months.
Yeah.
Dear River. I've said I didn't really know that I'd married an angel, but I guess the Lord needed her, and so he called her home.
Yeah.
Dear River. Anyway, you've looked after a lot of people at the end of their life. I must admit I was happy on the morning that you phoned, because I was a bit concerned. I didn't want to lay dear Libby to rest in a foot of water up remember, or anywhere else really. Just as soon have a burial at sea is that really.
Yeah.
But anyway, I didn't sleep very well I didn't sleep very well on Friday night because the grave hadn't been dug, and I hadn't had the green light from yourself. But,
no.
Anyway, you've phoned up on the morning of the funeral, and I wouldn't all that. I didn't think your description of the grave was too good.
All right.
No, you said that's right. Bone dry, bone dry. Praise the Lord. Yeah. So it was lovely. It was, and nicely, nicely dug. And dear Libby.
Well, I thought both your wedding day and dear Libby's funeral day, I thought were two very emotional days, really, weren't they?
They were.
Yeah.
They were. And you read very well. Was that at the funeral? It was, wasn't it? It wasn't a wedding, no.
No, yeah.
You come to the wedding, didn't you?
Yes, I did, yeah. Yeah.
I'd asked him once before to come to one of our more significant dues.
Yeah, that's right. And I had the Undertaker's Ball, didn't I?
Undertaker's Ball to go to. Yeah, so that was a good excuse, mine.
Yeah. So, going back to leaving school.
Leaving school.
Yeah, so what did he do first? Did he go
Well, I didn't rip up all my books. I did save them, no?
Yeah.
From New Polzeath, we had all the little books, Mine News.
Right.
Yeah, there was that's how teachers get to know everything. I put Mine News. I crooked mother out of bed with a walking stick. Anyway, and then another bit of news was Norman Dingle that used to work for us. He was up in the field, and he said he saw an airplane crash into the sea.
Right.
Like there's off entire there. Yeah. So I drew a graphic picture. I didn't see it myself, but graphic picture of it. I can see it now, but I don't know where. I don't know where my books are now.
No.
And I remember we was in class out at New Polzeath, so I've been 6, 7 or 8, I suppose. and there was a seaplane that was landing and taking off on a camel. That was a bit of fun watching that.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
First job, I suppose, helping father. Yeah, because father had come down here and started the caravan site, and brother was up on the farm. So I was in two places, really. I remember cleaning lavatories, of course, on Saturdays. And my brother and dear Bill Dingle, you know, his name comes up so often. And Barbara, of course.
Yes, that's right.
And his mother, Sylvia, and Roy. Oh. They had a caravan down here, let their house. And Gran Dingle, Gran Lander, she also let her house. And Bill and they let her bungalows and come down and have a caravan each. Anyway, Bill would out do dustbins.
Right.
And we had a nice big green tipping trailer and Fergie, and every caravan had a dustbin. And we went going around emptying the dustbins into the cart and have a couple of loads, and we go over we start about 10 o'clock and finish about 12. I said.
Right.
And tip it up over on the marsh on the other side of the camping field and burn it. If it's a nice dry week, it'd burn well, but if it's wet, maybe a bit smoky.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Was it much smaller, the site back then?
No.
Still big, yeah?
Well, father had 108 vans.
Blimey.
Yeah, and I got, I think, 106.
Yeah, blimey. It's a big...
And there's still one or two missing in between because the vans now is twice the length.
Of course.
The vans father had. You towed the other little ones, but a 16-footer was about the size of a touring caravan.
Right.
You'd go beyond your car, and they wouldn't go touring so much. They left them down here. A lot of people from Weybridge had caravans down here. And, I was trying to think, Mr. Meeks from Glen Road.
Bert Meeks.
I think it was, I know, number 2 Glen Road.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Past the packing station.
Well, I was born at number 1.
Get out, was it?
Yeah, right opposite. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, fancy that. Was a Mr. Sleet out of van. I don't exactly know where he come, but he had a son, and they both had AJSs, and the son had the CSR Sports. My goodness me, lovely, lovely, lovely bike.
Yeah.
I think he was about £312 in Searles at the time.
Blimey.
But it was too much money.
Yeah.
I think I paid £145 for my first bike.
Yeah.
And I had £5 left in the bank.
You still got a bike now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the 3 of them in the cafe now. We must go down and have a look at them, really.
Yeah.
Father's Douglas is on display. He had a box attachment for delivering the gas, and Father upgraded when I was about 16. He got a PSA 500 A7 from Newquay.
Right.
And we transferred the box attachment onto and I used to do the gas. My new father wasn't very happy one day. I was over the other side of the common with my brother combine, and father had 13 gas cylinders to deliver.
Right.
He wasn't too happy. But he thought I ought to be back on site more because he was paying me. He must have been getting closer to the end of his life. It was a bit too much for that. But these gas cylinders was the 32 pounders.
Right. And
I used to do Trinantnook site as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I carried 7 gas cylinders in the sidecar up to the other site one day and went through the water splash.
Yeah. And
when I came out the other side, cargo had shifted a bit.
Oh, no.
And actually, so had the chassis of the sidecar. It's never quite the same after that. But I still got I've separated them. I put a minivan very soon after that, so that was that was very nice for delivering gas. I drilled through the wheel arch on the inside and put a bar across and elastic straps, and I don't know, there's 2 or 3 in the back. Yeah. So that was good. Yeah. Lovely little car.
Yeah. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll have more from Martin next week. I thought, instead of doing my Cornish word this week, I was looking through this book that Phil gave me, and there's some interesting facts about Cornwall, and I thought I'd do this for perhaps some of you that are from further away, because I know you listen to this all over the world. So I thought I'd put a few of these in over the next few weeks just to mix things up a bit. So the one for tonight is, did you know that from the border with Devon down to Land's End is about 80 miles? So that's me fact for the week of Cornwall. It's about 80 miles from the border with Devon down to Land's End. And for me Cornish dialect of the week, this is another old one that I hadn't heard before. I think he's a booty, actually. They say he's like Farmer Hawkins' ducks, more gab than guts, which I quite like that one. Like Farmer Hawkins' ducks, more gab than guts, which obviously means they're a bit mouthy and no action sort of thing. Right, well, there we go. So I hope you enjoyed the episode this week, and I'll now go out in the sun, I think for about an hour if I can before sunset, and I'll speak to you again next week. So, wish you well, do Guinness, Kernobus Svecken.